Welcome to tamsguitar.com, and we are going to take a look at two chord progressions that are immensely popular, and there are loads of Bollywood and English songs using those progressions in different scales. So if you have a knowledge of scale chord, then you'll be able to understand, and if you don't, then I'm going to keep it simple. And it's really important that you know these theories, otherwise you'll have to depend on some guitar teacher like me or like other YouTubers or any teacher in your locality. So you need to understand that scale chord theory, and don't just say that theory is boring and stuff. If you are intelligent and if you like logic, then theory is what will make you understand the logic behind music. As simple as that. If you like maths and you say that I don't want to use formulas, then you won't be able to do mathematics. Anyway, so the chord progression that we are going to take is called 1 6 4 5. So in a scale, the first, sixth, fourth, and the fifth note, if we form chords out of those notes, these are called Nashville numbers. You'll see like these are represented in Roman numbers. So 1 is major chord, 6 is minor chord, 4 is major chord, 5 is major chord. I'm going to give you the chord names. If you know the scale, then C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. C is 1, D is 2, 3, 4 is F, 5 is G, 6 is A. So 1, C, 6 is A, 4 is F, 5 is G. So in C major scale, we get 1 C, C major, and 6 is A, and we get A minor chord, 4 is F, we get F major chord, and 5 is G, we get G major chord. So 1 6 4 5. Alright, and similarly, if we change the scale and if you play from D, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, 1 is D, 6 is B, 4 is G, 5 is A. So D, B minor, G major, A major. Always remember, the sixth note of a scale gives rise to a minor chord of the same name. In case of C, the sixth note is A. It is also called relative minor. C major scale and A minor scale has got same notes. Alright, the difference is you play C major scale from C, you get the sound of major scale, and in case I start with A and play the same notes, see the sound changes. You get a darker sound. This is our A minor scale, but the notes are same: A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, and for C, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. The starting point only changes. So always remember, the sixth note of a major scale is called relative minor. So using this chord progression, you can play a lot of songs like Papa Kehte Hain, then Baate Kuchan Kahin Si Hone Laga. I don't know the name of the song. I remember the tune. Then there's another song, from a Hrithik Roshan movie. Tumse mujhe pyar kyun ho gaya. So almost same tune. You'll be able to understand. So you can use this chord progression and sing all the songs that are common. And if you look at the songs, chances are that those songs in a different scale, like instead of playing Tumse mujhe pyar kyun ho gaya, so you can do it in a different scale, like in D, it'll be D, B minor, na na G, A, 1 6 4 5. The characteristic sound of 1 6 4 5 is same. You can do it in G major scale as well. It's G, E minor, C, and D. Alright? And the next thing you can take is another popular scale. If we try to do it in E major scale, then the chords will be C sharp minor, na, na, A major, then B major. So if you're playing something in E scale, then you need to know bar chords. Otherwise, if you don't have much experience with scales, what you can do is you can put a capo alright, and play the same thing. So in case you want to play the same thing in D major scale without worrying much, what you can do is put a capo on the second fret and play C, A minor, F, G. So here C is actually with the capo, here is D major, and if you play A minor with the capo on the second fret, what you get is B minor. So this chord is actually B minor. This is A minor. The shape is minor shape, and if you move it up, you get B minor. Alright? And similarly, if you play F here, this F is actually nothing but G. And if you play G major here with the capo on the second fret, this is your A major. So you are actually playing D, B minor, G and A, but you are using a capo and playing the shapes of C, A minor, F, G. That is very comfortable for you. Alright? And similarly, you can play G, E minor, C, D. You can put a capo anywhere you like and you play the same shape G, E minor, C, D, and you get different like scale sound. So if you put the capo on the 5th fret and start your G from 6th string, then 6th string 8th fret is C, so this G is actually C major. And many of you, I'm sure, will comment, I couldn't understand, please explain properly. If you don't know theory, you won't be able to understand. So I'm already explaining it properly because you need to know the notes of the guitar, and the shapes where the root notes are. I'll tell you a little bit about it. In G major, the root note is 6th string 3rd fret. So 6th string 3rd fret is G. Root note is what? G major, G is the root. C major, C is the root. So if I know this is a major shape and the root note is on the 6th string, so if I move it up here, I know this is a major chord and the root note is where? 6th string. So this note is no more G, so you cannot call it G. This is C. Why? G, G sharp, A sharp, B, C. And in order to play a G, you cannot keep the strings open. So you have to check, like in a G where the open strings are. Open string is the position of the capo. Remember this. So here the open strings are here. That means there is an imaginary capo here. So after the capo there is one empty fret and then your first finger, then in the next fret you're putting the third finger. So keep this view in mind, and when I move G here, I have to move the capo also here. So the capo should be here, and this is your G, but this is no longer G, this is G shape. Alright? And the second finger is on 6th string 8th fret, and this is C, so this is your C major. And when you play E minor, here in E minor, what do you get? The open string is where the capo, the imaginary capo is. So in an open chord, the imaginary capo is in the open position. So here is the capo and the root note is the 6th string. Alright? So now let us move the chord shape. We were on the 8th fret, so the capo will be on the 5th fret. So this is your E minor, but this is no longer E minor. The 6th string 5th fret is the root note. What is it? If you know the notes E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A. So this is your A minor. Alright, so these shapes are for you to understand whether it's a major or minor chord. This is a minor shape, this is a major shape, this is a minor E shape, and this is a major E shape. So you need to check out caged system. Those who are interested and want to learn, you can find out videos of caged system in the YouTube, or go to internet or buy a book, read it. So this is how we get chords. And similarly, when you hold C major here, in C you got the root note on the 3rd fret, 5th string. This is C. So similarly again you are moving it here. So this is no longer C. This is actually F. C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F. So this is your F major. So you are holding a C, but this is actually F major. And similarly your D major will be like this. Your root note in D is the 4th string. 4th string open is D. If I'm going too fast, you just rewind and watch it over and over and think about it. It's not possible for me to explain everything in details because this is a different topic altogether. Alright? So 4th string open is D. Now where is my imaginary capo? This is my imaginary capo. And I move the entire system up here, and if you know the note on the 4th string 5th fret, because the capo is on the 5th fret, alright, 4th string 5th fret is G. So when you are playing D here, it's actually G major. Alright, so you are playing the same G, E minor, C, D, but there's a capo, you have changed the scale, but it becomes C, A minor, F, G. So in case you are not okay with the different shapes, you can use the capo to get all the scales. So let us get back to the topic. So far we have C, A minor, F, G, that is equivalent to D, B minor, G, A, 1, 6, 4, 5, G, E minor, C, D, E, C sharp minor, A, B. Alright, you can use bar chords A, B here also. So using these chords, you can sing a number of songs, G, E minor, C, D with a capo somewhere. I've got a lesson on this. Atrangi Yari, the new song. You can sing. And you can sing Hero by Enrique. There are many, many, many songs. So you need to keep your ears open. And if you introduce yourself to the sound, then you'll understand. What they generally do, instead of playing in a common standard scale, they'll play in a weird scale where they'll write the chord names like B flat and stuff. But it's actually this pattern only. This is a formula behind it. 1, 6, 4, 5. Alright. So this is one progression, you can try it out. And in different songs, what they do, instead of playing 2 beats per chord, they make it 4 beats per chord or 8 beats per chord. So they can extend the number of beats in a chord. So they can sing whatever they want. And the next very popular chord progression is this: A minor, G, F, E. And if you remember, you can sing Gulabi Aakhe in this chord progression. Okay, I'm doing it with bar chords because it'll be useful for you to have a view. Okay, so there's a secret. So wherever you start with a minor chord, you move whole step. Whole step means 2 frets. If you're on the 5th fret, whole step behind is the 3rd fret. And then again you move whole step and then half step. So starting point, whole step, half step. So starting point is a minor chord, whole step is a major chord, again whole step is a major chord, and again whole step, half step is a. And if you want to change the scale, you can apply this idea. Alright, you can start with 7th fret, minor, then whole step, then half step. This chord progression actually comes from a scale called harmonic minor. Alright, so similarly you can follow it along. It's initially what we did is A minor, G, F, E. You can frame your own progression. If you don't want to start with A minor, maybe you can start with A sharp minor, G sharp major, F sharp major, F major. Just remember this. Starting minor chord, whole step, half step, and the remaining are all major chords. So here I was taking 6-string root chords. You can also take here in open position A minor, G major, F major, B major. But here the view becomes very clear. Using the same chord progression, you might sing Churalia also, but there are different versions of Churalia. But you can use this strumming like chord progression for Churalia. Let's try how it works. Many people will go to G instead of F, but I'm not going to get into so much debate. You can try it out. Alright. And there's a song called Sultans of Swing, by Dire Straits. It's an amazing song. So it also uses, the starting part is almost same with a little bit of variation. Alright. And you can use the same progression for like Bhula Do by a band called Wraith. Alright, same thing. And there are many other songs. Once you get used to the sound, instantly you'll recognize by listening to a song that uses this chord progression. And it can be in any scale. Like now let us take a look at the same thing in the string below. If we start with a minor chord, which is a 5th string root, that is D minor here, we can take, or maybe E minor. Let's start with D minor. D minor, same thing, whole step, major. Here the major shape is like this, C major. Then again same thing, B flat major. So it's minor, whole step, half step. So D minor, C major, B flat major, A major. Alright, and now let's try it with E minor. Alright, so this is quite common, and using this pattern you can find out different chords. You can start with D sharp minor also, and following this formula you'll be able to write down the chord structures. So keep practicing and find out on your own how many songs you find using these chord progressions, and help each other, like the viewers. You write down the name of the songs in the comment and share it with your friends, the other viewers, and let's see how many songs we can find working together using same chords. Thanks for watching, and do like us in Facebook and Twitter, where there are pages in the name of Tams Guitar, and also mail me at info@tamsguitar.com if you have any queries. And if you like these videos, please subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends who are in need. See you next time. Bye bye.